Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to me. Welcome back to America. Good to be back in the land of the free and the home of the brave. Let's see. Jeff in there. Jeff is the right hand of the show here. And Shell, his trusty sidekick. Good morning, guys. Gene McPhee in the house. Howard Buck in the house. Alabama very wet from a storm aftermath. Let's see. I just want to make sure everything's working here. Hey, in case you're watching the playback, or in case you're watching and you're like, why don't you just start when you start? I do 15 minutes here beforehand so everybody can get in, join us, so I can work out any problems if there are any, if I can. And that's why we start 15 minutes early. It's generally a BS session right now. I would love to have guys join in as a guest. I guess. Well, hey, if you'd like to be a guest on the pre-show or the after show, that would be freaking awesome. Guys calling in on an interview basis, as a matter of fact. Let me copy that. I think. Yeah. I copied that and I'll put that in the chat. If anybody wants to go live, all you need is a computer or your phone with your camera pointed at you. And hell, I'll put you in a wet dress rehearsal. Nope. That ain't gonna happen. Copy the link. Copied. All right. Here is the link. Tarek, good morning. Jeff, if you want to copy that link and you could jump in as a kind of a live guest, we can get that kind of worked out, and then you can do your thing with a camera, possibly. I don't know. Howard, thank you. Good to be back. Good to have American coffee. American. Let's see what is going on. Man, there is so much to talk about. So far, 5 nodes in there. And hey, you know what? We might as well fire up the big screen here. And if any of you guys want to jump in real quick, and you could fire up. Let's see. KC1 CX. Chris out of Missouri. Thanks for kind of checking in. That's a quick way you guys could check in. You could let me know that you're in there. And holy shit. You got to be kidding me. We haven't even started yet, and the troll guy is here. Welcome to the troll. I would love for the troll to get into the chat, and even better yet, send me an email. I'll put you on the show. If you are disagreeing with what we talk about, if you just, I don't know, if you just like being a troll, you could tell me. We're all friends here. Got 9 thumbs up so far in the chat. Looks like 30 people online watching, 5 nodes connected, one person kind of checked in on either Wires X. Nope. Actually, that looks like YSF. I've got the YSF screen up. Don't have the Wires X screen up yet. I can put it up. I'd like to get 30 thumbs up to make up for that one thumbs down. Let's see. Howard Buck, bad hair day and no, maybe another day. Haha. K7 YAZ. And then K7 YAZ. You got something going on with the audio there. You could probably hear it on your end. Let's see. What else? What else is going on? Oh, yeah. We had, there's Jeff. Jeff is in the green room. And, yeah, K7 YAZ, K6 UDA. Your audio is super broken. It sounds like you got something else going on. I don't know. We'll have to check it once we start the net and anybody else wants to transmit and see if it's getting through okay or if I got another problem. Okay.
All right, well, you're loud and clear on this end, and I can hear the noise on the computer from your podcast, but I can't hear it on here. So trying to find a repeater that works, and this is the only one I could grab this morning, so sorry, I'll get off of here.
You know what? I just figured out what the problem was, and it was me. So now you're in there just fine. I had to mute one of the inputs.
All right, very cool. Thank you. I'll let you get back to doing what you're doing.
All right, sounds good. That's why we do this pre-show, so we can work out all these little bugs. Anyway, Jeff, good to talk to you there, and maybe we'll catch you during the net. And I'm gonna try to bring in KD8 IOK here into the video. K6 UDA. All right, now I am going to, let's see, if I assign you to the right, how do I assign you? There's a way to do it. I add you to the right. We'll see what happens. Huh. Nope. You're in the background. Nobody can even see you, dude. Hang on. Let me try. What I'll have to do, I'm going to return you to the green room here. And I have to figure out how now to return you or go back to my screen. We've got 4 minutes to do it. JSA call. I have to look at all my screens here. USB. Nope. Because that put us into this other mode. Hang on. And if we come back, we're both in there. And how do I get out of this? Minus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Okay. You're out of there. No. Oh, come on. Guest. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? We're going to go to here. And now I'm going to bring Jeff in to the right. There you are. There you are, brother. What's happening? Uh-oh. I'm not getting any. I am not getting any audio from you. Let me, no audio. Nothing. Oh, well. You know what, dude? We'll, pick up your mic and talk on the radio. Let's see if that works. Got 2 minutes.
KD8IOK testing.
Yeah, there you are. K6UDA. I don't know. Do you want to do your reports like this, or do you want to just do them like normal?
Let's go normal this time, and let's test this another time when we're not ready to go on the air.
All right, sounds good. I'll see you on this show. K6UDA. All right, so Jeff is off. We go back to here. I don't know how to get my... How do I get this thing to get rid of that? Well, that ain't gonna work. Now is it? All right. I got my notes up here. That's kind of the most important thing, I guess, right now. Since I've got 1 minute, and then we're going to start the net, the actual net. So I ain't going to worry about it too much. Let's see. USB capture. Nope. Don't want that one. Don't want that one. What was it? There was a way to do it. I remembered how to do it. I had done it. National divorce. I have to do something. Every time I try that, it screws up. All right. Screw it. No comments in this one because I can't figure out how to get rid of the background. Can't switch it. Let's try this. Hey, there's another view. And another view. And another one, and it doesn't come back to normal. So, I don't know. Sorry, guys. USB capture. Nope. That one. The seal. Oh, man, everything is screwed up. All right. Well, hey, it's 9 o'clock. Time to go. All right. This is Bob, K6UDA. We are starting the Southern Idaho Preparedness Net. Welcome to the Southern Idaho Preparedness Net. I'm Bob, K6UDA, your net control this morning. This net meets every Saturday morning, 0900 hours Mountain Time, on the K6UDA repeater located deep within the Southern Idaho Command in Twin Falls, Idaho. This is a digital radio net accessible via Wires X Room 40448 and YSF Reflector 40448, the Idaho Command. Also available on the Hanson Butte 2-meter fusion repeater on 145.170, and local hams with analog radios can also participate using the KB7 DFP repeater on 442.000. The purpose of this net is the free exchange of information related to emergency preparedness, commonly known as prepping. We encourage deep dives into subjects related to food, water, shelter, personal protection, weapons, survival tactics, medical issues, communication gear, and techniques. I'm looking for subject matter experts to lead discussions on all these various subjects. If you have material you'd like to present or discuss, when you check in, please indicate you have a subject. Although not primarily political, discussion of relevant political, cultural, or religious events are welcome in the context of situational awareness and survival. In order to give everybody an opportunity to be heard, I'm going to do check-ins and comments in the following order. We'll do local repeater check-ins if you're on one of the local repeaters. Then Wires X check-ins for anybody on Wires X, a node or a Wires X enabled repeater. And then YSF check-ins. And then Jeff will be bringing us the live stream comments. You're encouraged to check in with your first name, call sign, location, and how you're getting onto the net, i.e. the local repeater, Wires X, YSF. That being said, do we have any local repeater check-ins? Okay, how about Wires X? Wires X check-ins. Anybody, anywhere?
W6CJ, J in Los Angeles, Wires X node in Northeast LA.
All right, Jay, welcome aboard. Glad to have you this morning. Any other Wires X check-ins?
KE9OK, Thomas City, Michigan, Wires X.
All right, Jeff, good to have you. And then I see N7RBP. Good to have you in there. N7RBP, go ahead and say hi.
Okay, thank you, Bob. RBT, and here's Bob as well. You can see me on the channels and radio frequencies. And glad to have you back, Bob. Missed you for the last couple of weeks. And we always look forward to Saturday mornings over.
Yeah, thank you. I do too. And it is very good to be back and back with you guys on Saturday morning here. Any other Wires X check-ins? All right, let's open it up to YSF check-ins.
6 EVQ. California.
All right, I see KN6 EVQ in there, and then I saw a bunch of other call signs flashing. So KN6 EVQ, go ahead and try it again.
Hey, good morning, Bob and the Net. Yeah, Mark in Patterson, California. Kilo November 6, Echo Victor, Quebec.
All right, good to have you. Let's see, I saw a couple of other call signs flashing on my screen, so we'll call for more Wires X check-ins and spread them out a little.
Kilo Bravo 7, Sierra Quebec, Sierra Mobile, in and out.
All right, Lance, our host for all the other repeaters in the area here. Good to have you, and have a great ride. YSF check-ins.
Kilo 7, Yankee Alpha Zulu, Brad. Post Falls via local repeater in Newman Lake.
All right, K7YAZ, another local Idahoan here, and welcome to the net. Anybody else?
And 7 RBP, Medford, Oregon, once again.
All right, N7RBP, welcome to the official net. And good morning. Wires, let's just open it up. Any check-ins anywhere?
KE8 WSH, Pelham, Michigan.
All right, KE8 WSH, good morning and welcome to the net. Anybody anywhere? Last call for check-ins this round, and then we'll move on.
KF0 OHU, this is Sean in Fridley, Minnesota.
All right, KF0 OHU. Sean, good morning and welcome to the net. We'll get back to check-ins a little bit later on. Do we have any sit reps? Wondering if Matt is out there with a sit rep. Okay, no Matt, and I have not prepared sit reps. I was a little busy trying to catch up this week, and then yesterday spent most of the day working on today's topic. So right now, do we have any other sit reps from anybody else? Okay, hearing none, we'll just move straight into today's topic. And today's topic, I want to talk about signs that the U.S. may be failing, and how to survive. Really, what happens, and it's going to come down to a whole bunch of triggers, really, that are going to cause something. Our country and our system has been designed to withstand almost any one of these things by itself. But when you start layering all of these things together, it's overwhelming the system. And the first one that I want to go into, or that I want to talk about, is uncontrolled borders. There is no country on the face of the earth that can withstand uncontrolled migration. And in the past 3.5 years, we've had at least 15 to 20 million illegal entries into the country, with the administration basically granting just full access and even rewarding these people. I'm going to let it drop. Next, we have we're entering a time of lawfare. The current administration, although they are pointing the finger at the past administration or the possible future administration for doing all of these lawfare things, what they are actually doing it. And they are using law enforcement and the judicial system to shut down their political opponents and shut them out of power. Since 2021, the corrupt DOJ has prosecuted many conservatives while ignoring the same acts by the left or the communists in our country. And that's what I'm going to just call them. I'm going to just call them the communists, because that's what they believe in. For instance, January 6th, conservatives convicted of trespassing, they're given years-long sentences in prison. Some are still jailed without trial, while Antifa and BLM rioters burned and looted cities with impunity. Bail money provided by and raised from VP Kamala Harris. Palestinian protesters vandalized Washington, D.C. and other cities. No arrests or prosecutions. Trump advisors imprisoned for not complying with Congress, while A.G. Garland is not prosecuted for the same exact act. And I'm going to let it drop. Trump facing criminal prosecution for classified documents, while Biden is deemed a frail old man for the exact same act, and they say we're not going to go after him. And the list just keeps going on and on. Trump convicted of made-up charges in order to keep him from running for president, and that obviously backfired. Their message to other conservatives or other people that don't agree with them in lockstep is, don't F with us or we will destroy you. This is bad for either side. Either side engaging in this is horrible. The federal government consolidating power. This is something that was never intended for the federal government of our country to do. The states were always given supremacy. Yes, there are some constitutional things that are outlined in the Constitution that the federal government has jurisdiction on. Everything else was supposed to be let go to the states. You've got ATF, EPA, FDA, and all these other three-letter agencies. They're looking at how the admin is pressuring social media to self-censor, so the government can say that they are not they're not violating the First Amendment. The Supreme Court striking down Chevron deference has caused the administration to now push for stacking the Supreme Court. And Chevron deference was a horrible idea in the first place. It was a horrible decision when they made it. And now they're coming back and they're saying, well, you know what? We screwed up. But now the current administration wants to stack the court in their favor. And what happens is if they do that, then if at some time in the future, the other side would gain power, they would again stack the court. And then pretty soon you have a Supreme Court that looks like the Ninth with 25 or 30 different justices, and no one gets anything done. Let's see. Yeah, other things that the federal government is doing to try and consolidate their power is adding parents who speak out at school board meetings to domestic terrorist watch lists. And these are like PTA moms. Adding Tulsi Gabbard to the Quiet Skies watch list one day after she publicly criticized VP Harris. That is super, super egregious in my opinion, and I think in everybody's opinion. I wouldn't tolerate that from anybody, from any side. Attempts on President Trump's life, the Secret Service, and the FBI covering up the truth and any possible involvement that anybody in those agencies might have had at the highest levels. Let's see. I'm going to let it break. Let's go ahead and take a few more check-ins. Do we have anybody that wants to check in?
Kilo Charlie 1, Charlie X-Ray, Chris in Festus, Missouri. Just listening, enjoying the show.
Thank you, Chris. Kilo Charlie 1, Charlie X-Ray. Welcome to the net. Let's see. Any other check-ins for the Southern Idaho Preparedness Net? All right, hearing none. Let's see. Oh, this is K6UDA for the Southern Idaho Preparedness Net. We have 7 nodes on Wires X. I don't know how many people listening on YSF. And Jeff, KD8IOK. Do we have anything from the chat?
KD8IOK. Steel Wolf mentioned opening the borders being the biggest issue, and reminder it led to the fall of the Roman Empire. So, isn't going to work. And then he also asks a question that you may or may not know the answer to. Is Twin Falls still designated as a sanctuary city? And that's the end of the comments so far.
I am not sure if Twin Falls is still designated as a sanctuary city. I know Twin Falls County is not. But the city, I'm not exactly sure. I'll find out though, because that does concern me. I do see Gene McVie, Big Brother, getting bigger every day. Yeah. And S. Schupel, don't forget the laptop. Yeah, definitely. There's the Hunter Biden laptop, Russian disinformation, which turns out to be true. Now I think we're actually looking at Russia point 3 or 3.0 with this media company and implicating conservative talk personalities. Let's see. Economic meltdown. Our economy is in dire condition. The government is spending billions on what? While raising taxes, instilling fear in the economy. They're giving billions of dollars to illegals. We've lost the petrodollar. If you hadn't been aware, it's been a long-standing thing that everybody in the world that wanted to buy Saudi oil for years and years and years had to buy U.S. dollars, and they had to purchase oil in dollars. Well, Joe Biden let that expire and hadn't made a new deal, and now other countries are buying Saudi oil in the yuan and the ruble. Not good for us because we were relying on other countries to buy our dollar in order to keep our economy going. And the petrodollar was a huge part of it. And the fact that we're not producing oil now is even worse. Let's see, we're printing money like it's toilet paper. We've been doing this for years. This has never been a good idea, and it just keeps going, even though they know it's going to end in disaster. They keep kicking the can down the road. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Pretty recently, we had threats by VP Harris that she is going to seize patents, like medical patents. This will result in less innovation. People won't want to, they won't want to invent things, or they won't bring things to market if they can't get paid for it. Again, VP Harris saying that she was going to put in price controls on food and farmers and farming. That is an old Soviet tactic, which has always led to mass starvation. So I don't know. Maybe she's thinking mass starvation is good. It'll bring down the population. Gold is currently at $2,600 an ounce. That's crazy. The stock market is in free fall. You just daily, it's up, it's way down. We have soaring gas prices and gas taxes. Banks and businesses are shuttering at an alarming rate. Food and staples are approaching unachievable price levels. The jobs report, that was completely made up, and the numbers don't lie. The U.S. debt right now, over $35 trillion. I don't know how we're going to pay for that. I think it'll take 3 generations to pay that off. We are on the brink of World War III. We are also on the brink of a civil war here at home. We're involved in the Ukraine-Russia war. We're involved in the Middle East and the war between Israel and a growing list of countries. These are not good for the U.S. And I love that we get thumbs down. I'm just saying facts. These are not opinions. These are facts. The U.S. is so polarized now, it's only going to take one trigger to set off a civil war. And this is K6UDA for the Southern Idaho Preparedness Net. Let's see. So here's something that a lot of the conservatives think, that if there's a civil war, oh yeah, we've got the Patriots, we have all the guns, we've got all the training. What we don't realize is that it's not going to be just the left versus the right. If there's a civil war at home, if it breaks out here, what's going to happen is every sleeper cell that's already here in the U.S. is going to be activated. They're going to go on with their missions. These will be Islamic terrorists. These could be Chinese regulars, Russians. This could be a whole host of different groups with their own agendas. A lot of these people are very well trained and can wreak a lot of havoc in this country. All of the foreign military, they're already here. They'll activate and they'll make everything ready for a full-scale invasion. The cops will not be able to control this. Most of them will just go home. They'll quit, and they're going to take care of their own families. A lot of the same is going to go for a lot of the military. So now that we're kind of aware of these possible triggers, anyone that can set off all of these different things, we could fully collapse. And I think we could collapse almost at any time. So when it's time to go, you don't want to miss your window of opportunity. Here's the signs. We get riots or protests in major cities, and in at least one major city, we have counter protesters, and it ends with extreme violence. Let's just say we have Antifa rioting in major city A. We have the Boogaloo Boys or whoever that counters and engages them how they see fit. And now that event starts cascading through more and more cities, and we have the makings of the Civil War starting in our own backyards. We could have a banking holiday. Banks close due to some external trigger. Maybe it's the stock market collapse. It could be anything. What happens when the banks go on the banking holiday? They're trying to reset. They're trying to not have a run on the bank. They shut off credit cards. They shut off ATM cards. People are left stranded in different cities or different parts of the country. They're stranded in their own neighborhoods without the ability to buy goods or services. We could also expect or see a slower economic crash, the slow burn, where the transportation infrastructure and the supply chain is broken, and then goods and services don't get to market, and we have shortages, namely food shortages, in different parts of the country or all over the country. Terrorist attacks or major foreign attack on U.S. soil. U.S. responds by declaring martial law, nationwide martial law, and that could start it. At that point, the internet gets shut down because the government doesn't want, they don't want people getting on Snapchat or Twitter or other social media and organizing. They want to shut down those avenues of communication, and they want to control the message. They don't want any other message out there other than what they control. And this is K6UDA for the Southern Idaho Preparedness Net. Do we have any comments so far on the radio? Anybody anywhere? Jeff, do we have any comments or anything from the peanut gallery?
OK. Yeah, we got a couple new ones. Gene McPhee says, watch your community for outside influence. You know your norms. And CUCV Farmer says, Harris also wants unrealized capital gains taxes. If that goes into effect, you won't be able to own private property and the stock market will crash and not recover. And then going on to a comment towards what you said about the police aren't going to help and are probably going to go home and take care of their own families. I think we already see a little bit of that with what's going on in Aurora, Colorado, with the Venezuelan gang members that are taking over the apartment complex. And from everything that I've seen, it looks like law enforcement, when they get called, essentially refuse to come and are doing no assistance for the people that live in the building that are being taken over by this gang. So in smaller scales, it's happening, and I think it's just going to continue to grow. Over.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to open it up one more time for other comments on the radio. Okay, no other comments heard. So we'll just move right along. Pandemic or disaster, where the U.S. government declares nationwide lockdowns or insists on some kind of compliance, vaccines, disarmament, some other kinds of things, namely the lockdowns, things that we have seen during COVID, things that we have seen during other disasters. Government begins gun confiscation. So soon after any of those events, look for the internet to be shut down within hours. They want to control the flow of information, and they want to stop people from organizing. That is the main thing. This has been seen in countries around the world as recent as last week. And these things, if you look on the internet, you could see what's happening. Look for limited martial law, bank shutdowns, electrical outages, sewer and water outages. You have, when one of these things happen, when one of these big triggers goes off and you see it in the news, if you're watching and you're paying attention, you have between 12 and 24 hours to put your personal plan into effect. If you live in a city, this is your one and only chance to get out. If you live in a rural area, you might have a few extra days before the thugs start coming to a neighborhood near you and exploring. If you don't leave the city, your chances of survival go down to about 10% in the first 30 days within this thing happening. Now I hate to say it to my non-gun owning friends out there, but if you don't have guns and enough ammo, someone with guns and enough ammo are going to come and take all of your preps, all of your food, your generator, your everything, and they'll most likely unalive you within the first 72 hours. Things you're going to need. You're going to need a pistol for up close personal protection, last ditch effort stuff. The pistol plus 500 rounds of ammunition for that pistol. I recommend an AR-15 type rifle with at least 1,000 rounds of ammunition. A hunting rifle with at least 200 rounds of ammunition. Something that I can't stress enough that is very, very expensive, but night vision. If you could see them coming at night, you can stop them, especially if they don't have it and you do. That is a huge key to survival. And this is in addition to all the other things that we've talked about for months and months. And I'm going to let it drop. The next big key is your community. This is what I have been trying to build here on the Southern Idaho Command and the Southern Idaho Preparedness Net, is building a local community of people that will help each other when things go wrong, when there's a natural disaster, when there's a war, when there's any number of things that can happen. We need to have communities that will stick together, that will help each other survive, because nobody's going to do it on their own. The bad guys are going to come and they're going to try to take your stuff. And they're going to try to take your life along with it. They don't care. They're not preparing. They're not storing food. They are counting on the fact that they are going to come and take your stuff after you've been preparing. They'll go house to house. So anyway, comms is going to win the day. This is, and we're all here because of communication. So we are the communications experts. I don't have to preach to the choir, but this is something that we need to preach to our individual communities. And those communities could be as small as the street that you live on, the apartment building that you're in, a couple of other families in the area. If you're in a rural area, you need to be able to excuse me, I'm going to let it drop. You need to be able to summon help from your community. You need to be able to receive and provide news and information. That's what we're practicing right now. This is practice for when the balloon goes up. You need to be able to set up trades and check on your family and friends. That's kind of all I have on the subject. Does anybody else have anything on this subject?
Katie and I okay for some more YouTube comments.
Jeff, go ahead.
Yeah, G. McPhee feels that ammo is going to become expensive and rare again. Totally agree there. And I also agree you can never have too much. He also states, question everything that you read, hear, and see. There's so much misinformation getting peddled. Nico Wolf says, if we have martial law, they can shut down the election. That's a major trigger. That's what happened to the Ukraine. And finishing off, G. McPhee states, set up a personal home defense system.
Yeah, I can't agree anymore with all of those statements. Ammo is already expensive. The prices never really came down from the last time they made it tough to buy ammo. I am suggesting if you live in a free state, you start ordering ammo, you put it into your budget, and you start ordering it now. Get yourself stocked up before the Christmas rush. Setting up a personal home defense system. I have Ring cameras right now. My biggest fear is if the internet goes out, if the government tells Ring to shut off all the cameras or shut off all the alarms, I don't get notified if somebody's outside stalking my place. I'm right now looking at a system that is unto itself right here that I control. The martial law thing. I failed to mention that I think that is a distinct possibility that the Dems, who are kind of desperate right now, might try to do some kind of a black swan event, declare martial law, say we got to postpone the election and or cancel it or whatever. And now we're in uncharted territory, and I think that could be one of the triggers. Which brings me to my last point. If for some reason VP Harris ends up in the White House, you'll see if you're watching the video, the thumbnail that I have. I created what I call the Yellowstone Republic flag. And I'm kind of, if that happens, I will be a proponent of the Yellowstone Republic, of divorce, national divorce. I know California's talked about it. Texas has talked about it. I know Idaho isn't able to do it by itself, but with the help of some other states, possibly. I think it would be a better alternative than living under complete tyranny. I fear the tyranny in this country is going to become so insane that that nobody will be free, or nobody will have anything. Let's see. Anybody have anything else before we wrap up the radio portion of the net? Anybody on the radio? And we'll do check-ins too. All right, last call for check-ins. Last call for comments. Okay. And I just want to say before I end the radio portion of the net, this is for everybody here in the Magic Valley, especially, but the greater Idaho areas where people may be listening. We need to get together. We need to form that community, and we need to build the community so when something happens, and it isn't going to be an if, it's going to be a when, that we could survive it. Oop. and I think I just doubled with a KC3R. Wow, I can't read it. Hang on here. Let me get here. KC3 DRU. Go ahead and try it again.
Rick, KC3 DRU from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. Just a late check-in. We had I belong to my township's search team, and we had a deployment this morning, so I just got back to check in late for the net. So thanks for running it, and have a good week. 73.
All right, thanks for checking in, and good on you for being part of the CERT team. Yeah, so anyway, if you're in the Magic Valley, if you want to be part of the community and help each other out when things get bad, I don't know, get a hold of me somehow. Send me an email, whatever. Oh yeah. I also want to thank everybody who has signed up for the my email list, that I can keep in touch with you guys in case YouTube goes away, in case whatever else happens. Maybe we can keep going, and we could put nets together, do whatever we need to do, and do it off of the YouTube platform. I'm still trying to figure out how to get this content onto Rumble Live, and if I do it without the comments, maybe then. But anyway, I digress, and I will go ahead and end the radio portion of the net. This is Bob, K6UDA 73. Thank you all for joining, and we'll continue over here on YouTube. Oh, you know what? We might try a JS8 call net. So I am monitoring 7.105. And if you call under SIPNet, SIPNET, we'll try to work, and I'll put that up on YouTube also. So anyway, 730. Oh yeah, K6UDA for ID. All right, guys. It's just you and I now. Not in the Magic Valley. Want to be part of the community. Yeah. Well, Jeff, you're already part of the community. Very, very cool. Looks like 60 people online right now. And I am going to put up, if I could find it here, Wires X. I'm going to bring that down. I'm going to put JS8 call up. Maybe. Nope. Hang on here. I gotta get to the right spot. So if you want to be part of the JS8 call net, is indeed important. Yeah, shell staying. Community is indeed very important. Much as we might want to be loners, we cannot do it alone. The JS8 call frequency is 7.105. 7.105. I've got it running and set up here, and you can see it on your screen. I've replaced the other screen there, and I am going to. So if you put in SIPnet and you say, let's see, any SIPnet members, copy this. This is the beautiful thing about JS8 call. It's a digital mode like FT8, uses the same kind of deal. But, oh, hang on. Come on. Let me move that out of the way so I could get here and hit my send button. And, but it's conversational. So with very little bandwidth, and everything is done over the radio. You're watching a screen here, which is hooked up just to my radio. And there's nothing hooked up to the internet. There's no part of this other than what you're watching here on your screen hooked up to the internet. But you can see the JS8 call app on my Mac running. Now they have JS8 call app for Windows also. And I do, is there any VHF, UHF frequencies? I don't have a frequency set up. Actually, I don't have a UHF or VHF radio that's got a USB port that I can actually do that with. No, I take that back. If I brought the 991A in from Studio B, or if I went out there, I would be able to do it from there. 10 meters, yes. I could absolutely do this on 10 meters, Gene. I just don't know if 10 meters has anything going on it. But right now, let's look at 40 meters. And if you guys want to go on to this and send a heartbeat, if you're on JS8 call, or you want to be on JS8 call, if you've got this app, please go ahead, go on to 7.105, 10 or 20. We could try, let's give 40 meters, 5 minutes of looking. And I will be able to tell you if there's a message coming through, if anybody is sending a CQ on this frequency. You could send CQ, you could send a message to me. You could do a heartbeat. A heartbeat basically kind of sends out a signal report. It is, let's do this, 901, and we'll get rid of that. Halt, send. Oh, that. Now I'm going to undo that. 40 is dead. Yeah, 40 is kind of looking a little dead right now. Baby just woke up. Gotta run. Great stuff. Thanks. Hey, Vince, thanks for joining. And we'll catch you next week. I want to start doing these JS8 call nets a little bit more often. I think they're important. We can pass the same kind of information. Is a heartbeat license class restricted? Well, I think you, for digital, I believe we're in the general band. If you're a tech only, I don't think that's going to work, but we can absolutely. Let me go up here and we'll set a 10 meter frequency. And this, now we're on 10 meters, and you can look on the screen there, and we're at 28.078, 10 meters. Depends. If your license covers it, you're good. If not, yeah, well. And, honestly, when, and I guess I'm not on the radio, so I could say it. When shit hits the fan, who cares? Who cares if you're... I won't be signing, to be quite honest, because I don't want people to know who I am. When I'm, after the balloon goes up, it really doesn't matter. Let's see. I'm going to go out and put out a CQ where I will do SIPNet. CQ, SIPNet. And so I've got, well, those don't look like they're good. Those aren't good call signs or anything. Let me know if anybody is on 10 meters right now. And if you're copying this, then let's get in. Surprised you don't have GhostNet in your JS8 call. You know what? I have been kind of reading up on it. Here's N9OGF. Now, see, he is at all call. So he was heard by me. And so now what I can do is I'm going to send him a signal report. And you can kind of follow along here. Send reply message, send a signal report to that call sign. So I'm going to send him a signal report, N9OGF. And we have to figure out who N9OGF is. But I don't really care to go look him up right now. EN51 SP, that's his grid. And 9 calls. We'll just see. Okay, so I sent him back. He was plus 19 to me. So, man, 52 people in the audience today, or on the net. That's awesome. What do you guys think? Do you like doing this, the JS8 call? Would you guys participate if we tried JS8 call on these nets. You got to let me know. Can't do it by myself. And you still got CB. Go on, skip land. If you can communicate, come down. Yeah, hey, all radio is relevant. Not just ham radio, not just GMRS or FRS. CB, very relevant. Commercial radio, outside of all of those bands, some of the commercial ones, definitely relevant. Wow, man, I wish I could have got rid of that deal. Be getting a new antenna for 10 through 80 next week. Current one is not working. Okay. So anybody else on that want to try? You know what? I'll give 20 meters. We'll go to 20 meters and just see how that's working real quick, and then we'll go ahead and end our experiment for the day. I kind of choose 40 meters as the baseline because I'm really looking for okay, Robert Engel says can't do 10 on his QDX. He can do it on 40 or 20. So we're now on 20 meters. Looking for, I will go ahead and send a heartbeat. Maybe. Alt. How do I send it now? I'll send a CQ. I'll just send that CQ out right now. And there we go. Hey, sending it out at 95 watts. That's a beautiful thing. Also, the radio is still open. YSF, Wires X, it's all still there if you guys want to jump on, and we can BS on the radio too. But here we are, 20 meters. I can see you. Let's see if you could see me. Alan Bazinet. Cool, Alan. Yeah, see, I love doing this where we can communicate outside of the outside of JS8 call right now, because this is training. It's practice, and it gives us the ability to say, okay, I'm getting out to wherever Alan is, at least right now, and I'm not seeing anything on my screen. Robert Engel, he sees me. Very, very cool. Multi plus heartbeat. I'm going to run that heartbeat. Roy, Flamboise. So I got 3 guys that say they're seeing me on JS8 call. So I could actually be, if you guys enter in SIPNet, I'm going to type a little blurb here into SIPNet. Let's just see. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in a sentence out of today's net. And we'll see if you guys can copy that. And I'm going to send it. It says it's going to take 1 minute and 41 seconds. And here we go. Looks like I can't reach you. Only on an end-fed half wave, Alan. Probably not ideal to get there under conditions right now. You came through at minus 11. So, minus 11 is still a very viable. I still have the hex beam. I'm actually in Studio A operating under a DX commander that's completely, I mean, we're 500 feet away from, 500 feet away from Studio B and the hex beam. But I am replacing the hex beam. I have a Cushcraft three element beam, 40, 20, 15, and 10. That's going to be just bitching. You guys that are monitoring on the JS8 call right now, 14.078. Let me know. I sent a message to SIPNet. If you're still in there, if you can monitor for SIPNet, then, and that looks like we're done. I just sent out a very short sit rep kind of a deal. So let me know in the comments if you heard it. So Alan, yes, right now I still have the hex beam up. This week I'll be putting together this new beam, a Cushcraft A4S. So KF0, KFH now at minus 5. You could see him there. Yep, see it. Yep, Alan caught it. And I'm going to now direct a message to what is my signal report? What is your station information? I'm going to send him a signal report. So now, very, very easily, I could send him a signal report, or I can enter in text and we could freeform basically talk to each other. And then the SIPNet, the @SIPNet, if you guys are looking at, if you've got it, if you're on, say, this frequency, 14.078, which is the regular frequency for JS8 call, you might have 10, 15 different guys having QSOs on this. That enables us to say, okay, we're only looking, you could put that SIPNet in, and that kind of filters out everything else. That filters all the other crap out, and you would see W6CJ is in there. Very, very good. Got you in there. Spell SIPNet for me. Right here, look at the screen. SIPNet. SIPNET. Southern Idaho Preparedness Net. How simple is that? It's the SIPNet. Can't read it on the screen. Ham radio frequencies. Let's see. Sierra, India, Papa, Nora, Edward, Tom. How's that? I go from ITU phonetics to cop phonetics all in one sentence. Grandpa Gold Shark shirt for WRJW. North Idaho checking in. Nice. Very cool. Where in North Idaho might you be? Okay. There we go. W6CJ. I'm going to send him. Or actually, I'm going to send out a SIPnet. Let's see. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for checking in, guys. CH. Checking in, guys. 73. And we'll send that. So now I'm sending out a general message to at SIPnet. Enjoyed the show. So there's KFH. So he enjoyed the show. That's awesome. I can look at that. We can have multiple streams of conversations right here. We can, in Pierce. Very good. So, quick little demo of what JS8 call can do for you. I'm transmitting right now, looking at 94 watts output on the output, which should be hitting people. Man, so I'm hitting, W6CJ, J in LA is hitting me at a +3. So I'm hearing him +3. Very, very cool. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. That's JS8 call. You guys let me know if you like this. We could do a lot more of this. As a matter of fact, I think this is one of those things that they can't really kill it unless they kill unless the bands are completely out. And I would love to get with somebody locally, do this locally. Actually, VHF would be ideal for local, or 40 meters, to get out between 50 and 100 miles. But I think this is going to become the prepper communications of the future. You let me know what you think in the comments below. Let's go over here. Jeff, do you want to try to get back in and I can adjust the screen. If you want to try to call in, I mean, now that we're after the net and everything, or let's see. Because I can actually come back here, go to camera 1. I can add you in if you want. Ronald Duvall, B-52, left Bakersfield, LA at 4 a.m., went dark, heading, shit. Yeah, maybe we'll go ahead and run this over to Discord where more of us can play. So, guys, it has been real. This has been a bitchin' little deal here. Let's see. Who else is in here? EDM, J6, ERMC. See, I think a few of those are, here's SIPNet. We have something here from SIPNet. So, W6CJ at SIPNet. I don't know what this is. That's garbage. That's more garbage. I have a question, and that is why are the American people just sitting by and letting our government run amok? Yeah. Grandpa Goldshark. Yeah, I think so. And oh, I see Jeff. Jeff, hang on here. Let me bring you in here. Bring this up here. There you go. You got any sound yet? Nope. No sound, dude. That was our other problem. I'll leave you sit here for a minute. And you could try to work out your microphone issue. It's got to be on your side. Because on my side, you should be working. Interview guests. Yep. Let's see. Oh, hang on. Okay, go ahead and try again. Nope. Still don't have you. And I've got levels up on all that. You should be getting through on my end, but you're not. So, yeah, you could try it on the phone. You could try to get in on the phone. Hanging up, gonna try his phone instead. Because no leadership to tell the masses how to save themselves. And they, the masses, don't want to seem like they are bucking the system and just want to do their day-to-day. Yeah, well, you know, Steel Wolf and Grandpa Goldshark, very, very valid points. We are the people who just wanted to be left alone. I just want to be left alone and do my thing. The government don't see fit that that's how life should be. Let's see. All right, I'm going to go ahead and shut down JS8 call for now. Oh, see, JS8 call, he copies. He's copying KF0, KFH. Very, very cool. And let me run back over to here and to there. There you go. So, N7. Oh, look at that. So, W6CJ at SIPNet is copying KF0, KFH, KG7, ALS. And let's see. Can you hear me? Give me a second. I'm going to add you.
SIPNet, copy, KF0. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Well, there we go. That's one step further.
Yep, there it is. Let me bring you back to this one here. Guys, this is Jeff, KD8IOK, the guy behind the scenes doing a lot of the button pushing. And yeah, so Jeff, we're just kind of talking about we want to be left alone. And the leadership of this country who doesn't tell the masses, I'm going to go ahead and kill JS8 call for right now so it doesn't keep bouncing. Man, we got 34 people still in the stream. Very good. Thank you. 42 thumbs up, 4 thumbs down. Dude, do you get the whole, why would people bother with the thumbs down thing? I don't get it.
I think it's a personality thing. We used to have a guy in a radio club that I was on that voted no to everything we ever did, just because he said there had to be a dissenting vote.
Okay, I get it.
I don't know. I watch a lot of videos that are what I think are super awesome that have a 1 or 2 thumbs down votes, and makes no sense. But I just think it's a personality thing.
And part of it is, I mean, there's 1 or 2 guys that thumbs down every single video I do. Thank you guys for the thumbs up, and it keeps growing. 45 in there. A couple of the quick comments here. Well, from Steel Wolf, well, that's not quite right. We have people like Glenn Beck and his program giving clear instruction and examples on how to save the Republic. Yeah, we do. We don't have government officials. We don't have our leadership doing the same thing. Our leadership, to me, wants us to remain subjects of the crown, so to speak. What radios from S. Schupel? Jeff, do you have the comments up on the screen?
Yep, I do.
What radios do you recommend for FT8 and so on? All the systems you're using, it appears to be more than one. Nope. I am using right now the FTDX10. And before that, I was using a 7300. If you have a 991A, that'll work. If you have a 7100, that will work. Almost anything with a with USB out that does its own USB sound card, it'll work. The app I'm using, JS8 Call, is just an app, and I'm using another app to hook from the radio to the computer called FL Rig, and that basically is only just an interface between my radio and my computer. It does nothing else. JS8 Call or the FT8 apps that are out there, WS, JTX, FL Digi, those are the ones that do the heavy lifting. Let's see. The government wants to turn everybody into sheep so it can have complete control. You have got a large group of people that says, no, we are the people. Yeah, that's 100% true. Grandpa Gold Shark sees you, Jeff. And some people must think that it cannot be 100%. That's why they put a thumbs down. Yeah, that could be. 4 people don't like freedom. I like that answer better myself. And those kinds of people are just weird. Vince Pimentel. Man, my first wife was a Pimentel. And I don't know if her mom's side were Pimentels out of the Bay Area of California. All right, baby settled back. Note the timing and the thumbs down count stopped being displayed on YouTube. All right, KJ7 MRJ checking in from Sandpoint. Beautiful. Kevin, thank you. Thank you very much for checking in. And I hope to hear you on the radio. That's the point. I would like to get guys to check in on the radio, even if it's only a check-in, because we don't know how long we're going to be on YouTube. You were in SAC, had some family out there. So, hey, we may be, Vince, related. Three or 4 degrees down the line. So, hey, good to see you, cuz.
You know, Bob, something that's really cool is Kevin makes the 20th check-in because the log's still up. And out of that, about 50% of those are first-time logins.
Oh, wow. How cool. How cool is that? First-time logins. Very, very nice. Ah, man. Well, you know what I want to do? I don't have my Discord up, so I can't put up a fresh deal. I'd have to. Discord just takes forever to fire up over here for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, just kind of like half the programs I got just don't want to play nice. Don't want to cooperate. Just cooperate.
Gene and I are in there.
Huh? Oh, Gene
and I are in there.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go up here. I'll put in Discord. Can you grab an invite and post it in the chat here? Must be band skip. Couldn't hit Twin Falls, but
Never grand invite. Let's see. Where's the invites?
The grand invite? Is there an invite that's
I've never
better
grabbed
than others?
I've never grabbed. No, I said I've never grabbed an invite. I don't even know where to find them.
It's the grand invite.
All right.
It's better than a regular invite. The guys owns X might be buying YouTube. They're trying to make a new deal. Well, here's the funny thing about YouTube. YouTube, very cool. Awesome. Got it in there. There's a Discord invite in there. Discord's kind of like this, where there's 2 of us on the screen, but in Discord, there could be 20 of us. And we can all take turns talking. I kind of run it more like a net, so everybody gets a chance. I kind of run around the circle as I see it. And mine says download update 1 of 1. So it'll take 15 minutes before I'm able to get in there. I was saying, Miko Wolf said, the guy who owns X, Elon Musk, might be buying YouTube. Well, who knows? YouTube might be for sale coming soon. YouTube is actually the largest search engine on the planet. I mean, you can invite errored. Huh. Okay, there's a new invite for you. And Discord didn't work that time. I have to try it again. Anyway, Google was just found to be by I believe a U.S. district court, a monopoly, which kind of puts them in the same category now as like, remember Ma Bell years and years ago, and they got broken up, that whole Bell system, and then it became I was under Pacific Bell, their own companies. So I think as Google, as this case progresses, I believe Google will be forced to break up. They'll be forced to sell off hunks of Google, and I think YouTube might be YouTube might be part of that, which would be freaking unreal if Elon could buy YouTube. YouTube would become, well, I mean, it would. See, now my Discord is just it spins and then it quits. I'm going to try it again. We will try it again. I'm going to blow out my Chrome desktop.
There's another first-time user.
Beautiful. Tried. Oh, I killed JS8 call, and I'm gonna quit that. I'm going to try to free up as much of my space as I can, or my memory here. So I'm just kind of killing all the other processes. So, yeah, it keeps downloading update 1 of 1, and it doesn't, it's not firing up. I don't know why. Pisses me off.
I just discovered my phone image sucks. Looking at it on the TV, I need a new camera.
What phone do you have?
I got a Android Galaxy S24.
Yeah, well, that's your problem. Get a freaking iPhone like the rest of us. Uh-oh, you froze. There it is. Discord coming back. Come on. Start up. I don't know why Discord won't it won't fire up over here. I don't know why.
Well, just go to Discord on the web.
That's what I can do that?
I think so.
Let me pull up the web and go to
No, I guess you can't.
Discord.
Wait.
Discord.com.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can log in there.
Okay.
Might have to invite you to your own channel.
Yep, might have to. Open Discord in browser. Let's open this in the browser and see what it does. Using an old Android, Mika Wolf, and taking and talking to you, I have no problems. Yes, it's an old phone. And here is my login. Come on. Checking for updates. See, it's doing the same damn thing. All right, Steel Wolf 73, my friend. Thanks for being part of the net. Yeah, there's a web portal for Discord. There we go. I want to log in. Wait, am I human? Please confirm that I'm not a robot. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to click it. I have gig internet. Don't believe it's my speed. Yeah, it could be mine. Oh. Nope, that's not working. It's still not working. Invalid. Okay. Huh. Well, that ain't working. All right. Last chance here. I'm going to go to Discord on my phone. I'll put that up on my phone and maybe I can just get in and 10 new messages. After show live chat. I'm going to join voice.
There you are.
There I am on my phone. So there you are, guys. There's 4 of us in there right now. I am going to go ahead and say 7-3 to everybody, and we'll see all of you guys next week. And, possibly during the week, we'll do a JS8 call. So 7-3, thanks for joining. Go check this out on Rumble and check out some of my other stuff on Rumble. This will be posted over there presently. All right, dude. I will see you over there on Discord.
See ya.